Oh, what's in here? Hi. I wanted to go live and comment on Tyler Perry's statement today. It's Friday. I don't know what date it is. Uh, this is live, so it was recorded on that day, so you'll know. Um, but I just remember it's been about 8 years of almost being forced, fed, or mashed in to be completely concerned with people who are making way more money than me, who have the option of getting a pandemic level illness, going to the hospital, getting well again, going back into the same situation because they make enough money to. Okay. I am 42 years old. I'm living in right now in Tampa, Florida. I am temporarily homeless. I'm in a hotel, been in this situation for about 5 years now. My situation was a bad marriage. I got divorced, then this pandemic happened. So it was like getting forced down more. Um, all I can say is trust in God, put your hope in Him. You can't live for everybody else. You cannot in any way fathom or um, possibly uh, with a full thought be this concerned with someone with mental illness when you don't, and the whole world is dealing with that. Okay, and a pandemic, and people have are dealing with parasites in their body, and probably more that the government is just not telling us right now. So this is how I really feel about it. He said he's going through a midlife crisis. But in the picture, he's showing abs and leg. And it's like, I have a feeling he wants you to see how good he looks right now in the middle of this. So click and like and subscribe or whatever. My thing is this: keep yourself healthy. I'm in these hotels and I just found out what a cauldron is. A cauldron is when they throw a whole bunch of illness in and demons, and you start hearing people wailing, and it's really their demon wailing out of them. I've been a Christian since I've been saved since 1996. 18, I'm 42 now, so it's been 24 years, and I am in shock at what I'm learning now being in these hotels. And now I have to go into a homeless shelter, and I'm happy about it. Please hear me. I am genuinely happy about going into a homeless shelter because I know it has already been governed to get me healthy or to keep in my situation, keep me from losing my mind. So I get so much from unemployment, and that's what drove me to say, well, I need to go to a homeless shelter because I don't have enough money. They do what they can do to help, but they can't do so. They can only do so much when they got big freaking buildings to pay for and all types of stuff, budgets. And the last thing I want to do is keep interacting with people who are managing these places or not, or lack thereof, or whatever, with the mental illness because it is too close right now where you are in a position where you're going to be with them in the funny farm, and you're going to be sitting in that restaurant with less money than them and with some illness. And I'm not trying to be funny, and it's not a black or white thing. It is a real thing. Okay. I hate to say it, but the first thing I thought about when I seen, they was like, Tyler Perry, billionaire, midlife crisis. Like, I made fun and was like, oh, he's thinking, midlife crisis, but here's my castle over here. Over here. And it's like, is that a midlife crisis or what? Are you trying to like make fun of the fact that people are really going through? And then it's like, I don't really know. And maybe he is and maybe he's not. Um, I don't know. All I know is it's a lot of illness I'm dealing with right now. And as a female who's just saying, hey, dude, I know what to do. I know to go back to school, do what I got to do. I cannot speak for a 20-year-old, 30-year-old that got pushed down by their parents, and they're going on 30 now, And because of this pandemic, they got to get the COVID shot. I have to because I'm a part of this population, and it is probably going to be enforced. I'm not sick. I'm in an environment that is I could easily get sick, and I'm not sick. So, for me, it's not a rant. I was doing that enough or venting or whatever, but I had to get past that. I had to get past all that negative energy to realize I'm not really venting as much as I'm expressing myself because I'm in a worse situation. And if you really have a relationship with God, just keep the relationship. The light of God shows through you, whether you're a billionaire or millionaire. Stay with the Holy Ghost. Let God speak through you that way. I'm really tired of feel sorry for me right now. Going through, and you're a billionaire. My thing is, what are you doing to push people getting trained? What are you doing to make sure people, and it's not that hard. What are you doing with local politicians in any state, any city, to make sure there's one thing, one system that can be repeated, duplicated across the entire nation? What are you doing when you have $1 billion? When you're in a position to do that? Why do we have to stick with the Christians don't know a lot, so let me continue to use them forever? You know what I mean? And then, in my opinion, the altar of God is so defiled right now. The people who really know how to pray either feel bogged down or they're in with this because it's a lot of money. In India, before now, there's a lot of millionaires, billionaires with a lot of people on the lower tier. I seen this coming when I'm like, why are all these doggone free Ebony's and Essence? When did this happen? Where they just free and they just coming through the fracking. And I was looking like, what are y'all doing? You know what I mean? It can start with hair, which is just, cosmetology, because I'm in cosmetology. I'm in cosmetology right now. I actually have to go back to school. But it gets to the point where, how dumb do you think I am? And when I was in Detroit, I remember thinking, he was speaking at a conference for woman conference. I'm thinking, why is this man speaking at a women's conference? Because we need him. No, it's plenty of women who need to be speaking up. I'm in shock at what women like to do. Just throw it on the lower one and, boost me up, girl. Boost me up. When I say I'm tired of that, I don't expect any woman that's going through more than me to boost me up. I never have. I don't expect a woman that's going through less than me to boost me up. I don't glean, and I don't like being gleaned off of. And really, at this point, it's drained because I don't have anything to my name. And I used to have a little something, but I don't have anything right now. It is not me being, and you can choose to assume that, that just lets me know that you're not here. Okay? You're ill. If you think in my conscious mind that I would be concerned with anything other than, what movie you putting out? About liking? I don't care about his personal life. This man's a billionaire. Like, really? The people I'm around are extremely mentally ill, and there are programs the federal government has already set aside money for. That's the stuff that people need to be talking about. 1, 2, 3. The same thing that was going on when I was in Detroit. 1, 2, 3. A, B, C. What's A? How do I get to point B? How do I get to point C? 1. How do I get to 2? How do I get to 3? And finish. The accomplishment is that person has a home that's healthy. Finances to pay for that home. If it's already a benefit for people that are really I'm not mentally ill. The unemployment I think it runs out December the 26th, and it's over. Like, that just dawned on me. I'm not living with my mama no more. I'd rather be in a homeless shelter and work and do what I have to do. You got car dealerships that are financing in home. because they know that you're not in a situation where you can get a loan. It may be a higher percentage. That's governed by the state already. But it's a start. When you get in these motels, you find out how they really feel. These people are prostituting in here. These bump back pages. I just found out a new, and it was on Google, where there was a woman who's driving EMT, which is the emergency. When you hear that stuff going on, you hear the ambulance. She works for them, and she is selling pictures of herself, full blown degrading, selling pictures of herself. She's selling pictures of herself because she wants to. But what does that do for women? A woman that doesn't even have a job, putting people on a bed or whatever, or helping people, is out here making it harder for women in general. I already knew this. I knew this before I didn't have anything, and I know it now. It's porn. People are just full blown into porn, and you are not going to be at you're receiving payment for it. That's prostitution. It's porn. It's officially porn at that point. So when they shut the stuff down, you can't get mad at that. But long story short, there's enough stuff going on that that is affecting me closely. Meaning, I walk down the street and I see these people look ravenous for flesh. They on drugs. They drinking. They dealing with strongholds out of this world. I used to be able to tell what the strongholds that I've felt in Florida are like metal coffins. Like people have just been put into a full-blown metal jacket. What do you call it? Full-blown. Their brain is up under metal. Like it's some iron or something up under there. I don't know. What I do know is you can't, as a Christian, put that on your back. You cannot do anything about that. You have to know if that as a citizen, if that person is in that situation, what to tell them to do or suggest for them to do. I know I got to go to a homeless shelter. I just walked to a park yesterday, and it's a beautiful park. They got ice skating and everything now. They got food, vendors, and it's really nice, and it's quiet and it's peaceful.